Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a best case scenario for Republicans in the Senate in 2022. This is of course November 2022, the midterm elections. We are less than 8 months away from the midterm elections. It sounds very, very close, and because it is very, very close, it's going to be a relatively quick spring and summer, and we will be in election season before you know it. Although enjoy, of course, the spring and the summer. Those are my favorite seasons of the year anyway. But we're getting close, and we're getting closer and closer. So let's do a best case scenario for Republicans. There will be one coming out for Democrats tomorrow. Before I begin this video, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have reached 477 subscribers, which means we're 23 away from 500, and that will be an incredible milestone. So if you've not subscribed, please go ahead and consider subscribing and let your friends know about the channel, because we are on the cusp of 500 subscribers. So without further ado, let's get into our safe Democrat states. I think that David Padilla will still be able to win California by a safe margin. However, states like Oregon and states like Washington, in a best case scenario for Republicans, will go below that 15-point threshold into that likely/lean column. We saw a poll recently in Washington, and I talked about this in my regular election video for the Senate, but might as well talk about it here as well, with Patty Murray only up 9 points. Now that is relatively low for especially her, but also in the state of Washington. In our best case scenario, if that's the actual poll at the moment, you could translate that to her winning only by 5 or 6 points, or maybe 7 points. But yeah, so that would narrow up, and that would be in the likely category. Other safe Democrat states, you would include Hawaii. You would include Maryland, of course, with Ben Cardin, I believe. Or, yeah, I think it's Ben Cardin. Or Chris Van Hollen, I'm not sure. New York, you would have Vermont. All safe Democrat races. Those states are going to be safe regardless of who the candidate is, in my mind at least. Safe Republican states. We're going to go through this. Mike Lee in Utah, of course, would be safe. I am just going to be the Oklahoma races, I know James Langford's one of the senators. I don't know the other one, but I'm going to be assuming that that's going to be a safe race. Arkansas, Louisiana. Tim Scott would win South Carolina by a safe margin. Roy Blunt would win in Missouri by a safe margin. Chuck Grassley would win Iowa by a safe margin. So that gets Republicans to 44 Senate seats already in that safe category. Let's head into our likely Democrat races. Likely Democrat would be Patty Murray. It would be Dick Durbin in Illinois, and it would be Connecticut up in the Northeast. So 44 likely seats. Oregon would be in the lean category. Oregon is slightly more Republican. It's a bit more, a few points more Republican than a state like Washington, so I'll put that in the lean category. But anyway, let's head into our likely states. I still think Alaska would be a likely Republican state. I think Ohio as well. I think that North Carolina will be, as well as the state of Florida with Marco Rubio, who, of course, is very popular there. When you line up those polls between him and Val Demings, the most likely opponent that he'll have in 8 months, and of course the primaries are sooner, he's already up, well over 5-6 points against her. So I think he'd be able to win in Florida by a likely margin in the best case scenario, of course, anyway. North Carolina as well, Richard Burr was able to win by 7.7% back in 2016. Or not 7.7%, but I know it was above the likely category. And I know he's not running again, but you would get somebody that would be able to get above that, when deciphering the candidates, and we still have to wait on those primaries. Lean Democrat states. This would be Oregon and Colorado. Those would be the only two lean Democrat states. Lean Republican states. These will be a good amount. This will be Herschel Walker in Georgia. We've seen polls with him beating Raphael Warnock by 1 to 2 points, and I do think that is very likely. Come 2022, Mark Kelly would lose his seat in Arizona. Catherine Cortez Masto would lose her seat in Nevada. Ron Johnson would retain his seat in Wisconsin. Ron Johnson, I think that he's very underestimated in Wisconsin. People often say he's not too popular over there. He is pretty popular. He will not lose that race in 2022. He will win in Wisconsin. So that brings Republicans 52. And the final two races are Pennsylvania and New Hampshire. And in a best case scenario, I will give them both tilting Republican. So Republicans in their best case scenario get 54 senators, 54 seats in the United States Senate, to the Democrats, 46. So that will be a net gain of 4 seats for the Republicans in this election, a major gain for Republicans. With that, thank you all so much for watching this video. Please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this prediction. Like the video and stay tuned for more videos coming very, very soon. Anyway, have a great day.